Okay, so this is Victoria Series 3. Let's start the questions. Given that the equilateral quadrilateral ABCD has one of its sides as 5, from the answer choices given. Okay, answer choices given. Not proper English. Select and indicate the one that describes the relationship between quantity A and B. Okay, so basically comparison, and says quantity A is the area of the shape. So let's say quadrilateral, equilateral, quadrilateral. So let's say pelgram or something. 5, 5. Okay. Area of the shape, and B the square of the length of a side. Square of the side. So 5 square, for example, 25, and the area. You can determine that the area should be equal. If you notice, this is equilateral, right? So area should be 5 multiplied by 5, which is 25 as well. So these both are equal. Next. Given that an equilateral quadrilateral, yep, same thing. Quantity A is the parameter of the shape. So if you draw the shape again, 5, 5, 5, parameter is basically adding the line. That is 20, basically 20. 5, 5, 5, 4 times. And B is the quantity 15. So of course, A is bigger than B. B is 15. So A is greater. Okay, this series is easier, so that's good. The first table shows a distribution of enrollment by class and gender. The second table shows the percentage of total enrollment measuring in selected academic areas. No student is measuring in more than one area. Okay. First table shows the distribution of enrollment by class and gender. So gender and classes. And the second table shows the percentage of total enrollment. Yeah, so as you see, humanity has 33% of the population. No student is measuring in more than one area. Okay? So all students are learning one area at a time. Which of the value is the closest to the percentage of males in the entire school? Which of the values is the closest percentage of the males in the entire school? Percentage of males would be 860 divided by the addition of these two, right? So that would be 860 plus 540. And that's given here above 1400. Multiply by 100, right? So if you notice, you can cancel these two out. You're left with 14, 86, 0, 14, right? So now 8 is smaller, so you have to go 2 digits. And I think I will just use calculator for this case, but this long division can be of 8 as well. So let me just do this with the calculator. 860 divided by 14. Yep, so I'm getting something around 61.4%. So boys in the school represents, or university represents 51.4. Okay. So which of the values is the closest to the percentage of males in the entire school? See, humanity, 61, yeah. So yeah, 61.4. That's the answer, basically. Okay. Let me close this. The next one should be the same one. Yeah, that's good. Now it says, what is the ratio of junior females to the senior females? I think freshmen are juniors given and seniors given. Right? 88 divided by 84. That's the ratio between them. Right? Since it's a even number, all you can do, you can halve them. 44, 42, 22, 21, and you can see they're pretty much close to 9, 8 something, because 22 is close to 21, and yeah. No, it's actually want to go beyond, so it will be 1.02 or something. So let's see what the options are. Maybe we can able to options are 11 to 20. Wait, it says junior females to senior females. What's the ratio? I wrote wrong or something? No. So that's the juniors, that's the seniors. So junior to senior, right? The order doesn't matter, but 88 ratio 84. How can it be 11:20? Unless he's adding freshman and sophomore as well. Yeah, that would be the case. Let's see. No, junior females to senior males. Okay, yeah, I'm reading it wrong. It's males. Okay. So it is this one, junior females and senior males. So it is 88 to 160. Basically, you're dividing this and simplifying it. So this becomes 44, 80, 22. This becomes 40. This becomes 11. This becomes 20. See that? 11, 20. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Since it's even number, you halve it, right? On both sides. Which of the following statement must be true? The number of males majoring in physical science, is greater than the number of females majoring in that area. You can't basically tell from that because the total population. No, you can't. Yeah, you can't tell that. What is the percentage within the physical science? Student majoring in either social science or physical science constitute more than 50% of the total enrollment. Students majoring in either social science and physical science. So that is 30 plus 24, right? It constitutes more than 50% of the total. That is true. So I'm not sure why they don't pick that. Majoring in either, okay? Now I think collectively, either that or that. So this and that, adding these together should give me 54. More than 50%. Yeah, that is correct. The ratio of the number of males to the number of females is 2:1. You can see that. Cancel the 0 first. You see it's even numbers. Half it is 43. Half this is 27. And let's see what 27 multiplied by 2 is. Oh, there's not 1 to 2. That is wrong. In the senior class, okay, it's only this one. Yeah, approximately. See, because 80 twice is 160, so it would be 2 times 1. Yeah, that is correct. Statement. Now the statement is true. These two statements are correct. So can be both answers. I will check that again with Lauren. Lauren, if you're hearing this, maybe look into this as well. Okay. Question number 5, I guess. Is it the same as previous one? Yeah, we just did that. Question number 6 is what we meant to do. Okay. Last question says, if the total enrollment is 12% greater than it was 5 years ago, what is the total enrollment 5 years ago? If the enrollment was 12% greater than it was 5 years ago. Yeah. So let's assume that what they're showing is for today. And what was the total enrollment 5 years ago? Okay, so 5 years ago it was 12% greater. The concept is basically 1,400 multiplied by 1.12 because that's extra 12%. Okay. Or another way to write is 1,400 multiplied by 112 divided by 100. Or you can separately find 12 and then you can do that as well. Okay? Whichever you find convenient. Okay, so I'm going to do other way so you get a clear picture. Let's find the 12% of all the grade students. Okay, so multiply by 12 divided by 100, right? So that zeros disappear. 14 multiplied by 12 is the question. So I can just simply go like that. 2 is 8. That's 2 cross 4 and 1. That gives me 8, 6, 1. So 168 students represents 12% of the total class. So 1,400 plus 168, which is going to be 1,568 students, are the total enrollment. Oh, okay, it was greater. Okay, okay. So you're asking 5 years ago. Then it was 5 years ago. So it would be 1400 minus 164, not added. That would be 12. Yes, 32. So again, I feel like options are wrong. Yeah. See. I will use the calculator right now just to confirm, because there's an option called 1232 as well. So 1400 multiplied by 0.12 minus 1400. I'm getting 12. Here, let's see what justification is given. The 12% increase from 5 years ago is minus 12% of x. Okay, so hard to see in this. X. Yes, so we don't know the later amount, right? That's the concept. Let's is equal to x 14 minus 14 minus is equal to x 14 गए वहाँ पे edit. Yeah, okay, I did the same thing, right? It's okay. Yeah, okay, so 14% now, 12% has increased, so I need to decrease it, right? Yeah, so it would be reverse. It would be 1400 multiplied by 100 divided by 112. The 12% will be at the bottom. That will give you 250. Okay, so basically is in order to find, we don't know the amount, right? How many students were there? And it is not the 12% of the current. It's the 12%. So if there was number of student X and I would have increased, so let's not say X because it looks like multiplication. If number of students were Y and I would have increased it by 12%, it would be multiplied by 1.12, which should be has equal to now, which is 1400. We are trying to find this previous number of students 5 years ago. So in order to do that, we just have to take this on the other side. And that is the same as saying 1.12, which is the same as saying 1400 multiplied by 100 on top divided by 112 at the bottom. Okay, same thing. And that will give you 250. Okay, that makes sense. Apologies for that. Okay, question number 7, same thing. The ratio of the number of male freshmen to the number of female sophomore is approximately, okay. So first male freshman and male, which is 303, to the number of female sophomore, female and sophomore, which is 109. Okay. So all basically what you do is that you take the bigger number divided by a smaller number, and that gives you the idea. Okay. Or once you have written like this, that represents male freshman. The ratio is to female sophomore, which is 109. So if I divide both by 109, I get the ratios. Yeah. So 303 divided by 109 approximately should be less than 2.7 something, and I got 1 here. So let's see if it's something else. Yeah, see 2.78. How you can estimate this without doing this way is, let's erase it. So when you do this division, right? When you do this division, you can assume as 300 and this as 100. And you can see that it becomes 3. So anything answer to close to 3. And since the lower number is bigger, then it has to be less than 3. Close to 3, but less than 3, not above. Right? So yeah, it boils down to 2.7. 3.1 is above 3. So easy. Of the 750 participants at the meeting, 450 are females. 750, 450 are females, and half of the female and 1/4 of the male participants are younger than 30 years old. What is the ratio of female participants younger than 30 to the entire population? So a lot of information, but first you need to see you have 450 female. Done. Next thing they're saying, ratio of female participant younger than 30. It says half of the female and 1/4 of the male. We're interested only female, so half of the female are younger than 30 years old, right? And it says younger than 30, so multiply by half. And that gives you half of this, which is 225 females. Okay, so that's the number of females, 225. And then we're looking at ratio with the total population. Once we have reached to this point, we just have to do simple division to find the answer. And we can do it this way. We go table of 5 here. You can see 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. This is 45. 10, 20, 30, 40. So that would be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 14, 15. So it would be 150. Because you just need to look at the 75. So that's 15. Okay. Now 5 again, that is 9, and that is 10. How can it be 9 to 10? Now 5 is 9. That is not 10. That is 30 basically. Then yeah, you can use the table of 3. 3 divided by both, which is this is 3 and this is 10. So 10 to 3. That's the correct answer. Yep, that's done. Next one. Same question. That's good. It says if one of the participants is randomly selected to receive a prize, what is the probability that the selected person will be younger than 30? Right. So we know that 450 are females, and rest would have to be males. Okay. So 750 minus 450 is 300 is males. Now we know that half of the female is under 30, which is becomes 225, and 1/4 of this is under 30 males, right? So that would be 75. That is correct, Vishu. Now, if you add them up, you get 225 females which are under 30 and 75 males which are under 30. Add them up, you get total number of people who are under 30, right? So adding them up should give you 300. And probability would be 300 divided by 750. 0, 0 can cancel out. 300 are the people under 30 and 750 is the total population. And then what you can do is use the table of 5. Yeah, 5. 5, 6, and 5, 10, 20, 30, 15, right? 3, 2, 3, 5. So it is 2, 5. Done. Next. The data in the bar graph shows the corporate support for the art. We did that. Yeah, it's quite similar. How many corporate gave a combined donation lower than 100 million? Select the answer below. 100 million, right? So in what? Doesn't tell which year. Okay. It doesn't tell which year, does it? Okay. So we need to see 100 million. How much is that percent in terms of percentage? How much is that in terms of percentage? Yeah, so 630 plus 520. How much is that? That is 1150 million in total. It's given a combined donation lower than good. Yep. So we need 100 divided by 1150 multiplied by 100. Yep. So because it's 100 million divided by the total of 2 years, multiply by 100 to get the percentage. So I'm going to do using the calculator, but you still can do without calculator. So I get 8.7% basically collective. Which I can see. Now I don't understand the wording of this question. Let's see. All of the sectors except wholesales contributed combines is sums of over. Yeah, see, the wording is also not sure. So I'm uncertain about this question, but I will check and let you know later as well. Maybe just take a screenshot of this question when you're looking at this video and send it to me through email, Lauren. It says sum over 100 million euros to the art. No, it does not. Look, such a small contribution. So I would not agree with this question. Never mind, rest are fine. Okay, so now I'm going to stop recording the video.